Never expose yourself. Stoicism. Welcome to Stoic in Your Life, where we dive deep into the profound lessons of Stoicism to enhance our lives. Today's episode, titled Never Expose Yourself, explores a counterintuitive yet powerful aspect of Stoic philosophy: the value of privacy and discretion in our overly exposed world. As Seneca once said, "He who has made it a practice to lie and deceive his neighbor cannot be honest with himself." This idea resonates deeply in today's social media-driven culture, where the push to share every detail can indeed betray our inner serenity. In this video, we'll uncover how the Stoics teach us the strength found in holding back, in not seeking validation from the crowd, but finding it within ourselves. How does maintaining your privacy enhance your self-respect and peace of mind? How might choosing discretion over disclosure empower you to live more authentically? We invite you to reflect on these questions and share your thoughts. Have you found tranquility in keeping certain things to yourself? How has discretion played a role in your personal growth and happiness? Let's embark on this journey together, embracing the quiet strength of Stoic discretion. In a world saturated with oversharing, the Stoics stand as beacons of wisdom, reminding us that the essence of life is often found in what we choose not to display. These ancient philosophers understood that not everything warrants revelation. They cherished their secrets, their accomplishments, and the quiet lessons learned from life, knowing well that revealing too much could dilute the very essence of these experiences. "Keep silent about your deepest plans," counseled Seneca, underlining a key Stoic practice. It's a potent reminder that just as a flower does not thrive from constant touching, our personal growth, too, requires the privacy to reflect on our journeys and to forge ahead determinedly. The Stoic's life is one of deliberate discretion, not to conceal but to preserve the purity of one's path. True growth, they posited, emerges from the equilibrium between what we show to the world and what we hold close. In today's exhibitionist culture, where every achievement is instantly broadcasted, this balance becomes crucial. It's easy to become engulfed in the endless display of accomplishments, yet the Stoics invite us to step back and consider the value of quiet integrity. Consider this: the real journey toward wisdom and virtue is akin to diving into the dark and deep waters of your own soul. A journey marked not by public accolades but by private struggles and victories. It's about introspection and the continuous evolution of oneself. Every challenge and struggle is faced not on public stages, but within the silent, Stoic landscapes of the spirit. By focusing inward, we gain the opportunity to reflect deeply, an essential step in our personal and philosophical growth. Now translate these ancient principles to modern life. Imagine a corporate leader, for instance, who, instead of boasting about quarterly profits, focuses inwardly and steers his team through ethical practices and quiet dedication. His achievements are not for the boardroom display, but for creating a sustainable and ethical business that benefits all. This is the essence of Stoic philosophy, finding true fulfillment not in applause but in authentic, reflective progress. The only real failure is the failure to grow from what we go through. Martin Luther King Jr. echoed this sentiment, which aligns seamlessly with the Stoic ideology. So, as we navigate through the complexities of life, let us embrace the Stoic approach. Let us value the unseen efforts, the silent triumphs, and the private reconciliations that define our journeys. How will you apply the quiet wisdom of Stoicism in your life today? This practice, while ancient, offers timeless insights into living with integrity and depth, values that are increasingly precious in our transparent world. Let's carry forward this legacy, choosing wisely what we share and what we safeguard, for in that choice lies the essence of our true growth. Consider this: true wealth, according to Stoic principles, isn't stored in vaults but is found within the depths of a balanced and serene soul. These ancient sages didn't revel in victories or despair in defeats. They accepted life's unpredictable nature with calm. They believe that life's dance is set to tunes often beyond our control, and in this quiet acceptance, they saw a choice, a commitment to genuine greatness. The Stoics held that real majesty resides in living with integrity and dedicating oneself to the collective well-being, promoting a legacy of humility, sincerity, and relentless wisdom pursuit as the true pillars of a life worth living. Now, imagine a modern scenario. A business leader who chooses not to boast about financial gains in annual reports, but instead focuses on how their company has positively impacted the community, like funding local education or supporting clean energy projects. Their success isn't measured by profit margins, but by the societal and environmental value they create. This approach embodies the Stoic ideal that the most profound acts of kindness and achievements are those conducted without any expectation of return, quietly and authentically. So, how often do we perform acts of kindness just for the joy of giving, without looking for a pat on the back? This question invites us to introspect and realign our actions with Stoic wisdom, encouraging us to live lives marked not by the spotlight's glare but by the quiet satisfaction of making a real difference. Let's embrace this wisdom, stepping back from the incessant need to showcase our lives, and focus instead on living authentically and meaningfully. In doing so, we not only enrich our own lives but also contribute to a legacy that uplifts and transforms. What steps can you take today to live a life less ordinary and more in tune with these timeless teachings? Resentment can often feel like carrying an invisible weight. Have you ever experienced this kind of burden? Perhaps you felt weighed down by weariness, exhaustion, or bitterness? Emotions that can become invisible chains binding us, restricting our freedom and inner peace. It's important to understand that resentment usually stems from misunderstandings and can trap us in a cycle of ongoing bitterness. The Stoic philosophers encouraged us to explore the origins of others' actions, urging us to seek understanding before passing judgment. Forgiveness isn't just a noble act, it's an exercise in wisdom. It involves delving into the complexities of human behavior and emotions, unraveling the threads of misunderstanding that can bind us. This understanding frees us from the heavy chains of negativity. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." By embracing forgiveness, we not only free ourselves but also diffuse the silent poisons of anger and resentment that, if nurtured, can consume our tranquility and well-being. Choosing the path of forgiveness and understanding leads us to an oasis of serenity and peace. Stoic wisdom reminds us that forgiveness is the key to our own freedom. It acts as a beacon through emotional storms, offering us a safe harbor in the tumultuous seas of life. This perspective encourages us to view forgiveness as a form of self-liberation, a way to unshackle ourselves from the past and navigate towards a future marked by peace and understanding. So, let me ask you this. When was the last time you chose to forgive, to truly let go of resentment and embrace peace? By doing so, we unlock a powerful form of strength, the courage to free ourselves from the chains of past grievances and set sail toward new horizons of understanding and tranquility. Embracing Stoic principles in our everyday lives doesn't just help us handle resentment, it transforms our approach to life's challenges. It teaches us that often, the greatest strength lies not in holding on but in letting go. In releasing the burdens of the past, we find ourselves more capable of facing the present and shaping a future filled with peace and wisdom. This lesson, timeless and profound, is especially relevant in our modern world, where conflicts and misunderstandings are all too common. By choosing to forgive and understand, we don't just follow a path of personal peace. We also contribute to a more compassionate and understanding world. Each act of forgiveness is a step towards a more serene and harmonious society. In this way, Stoicism offers not just personal guidance, but a blueprint for a better world. How will you apply this wisdom in your life today? How will you use forgiveness to free yourself and contribute to the world around you. In conclusion, the journey through resentment and forgiveness is not merely about overcoming a personal hurdle. It is about embracing a philosophy that enhances our entire approach to life. Stoicism doesn't just teach us how to handle negative emotions. It guides us toward a life of virtue and peace. By integrating these teachings into our lives, we find that true strength comes from the ability to let go, to forgive, and to move forward with understanding and compassion. What steps will you take to unleash this strength in your own life? Thank you to everyone who joined us for this video. I'm curious to hear your thoughts and experiences with the content we shared today. What did you find most intriguing or useful? If you're unsure how to start your comment, try answering this. If you're a regular viewer, type 1 to show your continued support. If you're new here, comment with, "I am new." And if there's anything you'd like us to change or cover in future videos, please let us know in the comments below. Your feedback is invaluable as we continue to improve and provide you with content that matters. Stoics saw our personal dreams and goals as precious entities meant to be nurtured in the fertile soil of our souls, shielded from the storms of others' opinions and criticisms. Marcus Aurelius, a proponent of Stoic wisdom, advised, "A man's worth is no greater than his ambitions." This captures the essence of pursuing goals not for public approval, but for personal fulfillment. Who among us hasn't witnessed the flame of a dream being snuffed out prematurely when faced with the icy chills of skepticism or the scorching heat of ridicule? In Stoicism, the virtue of self-sufficiency is held in high regard, celebrated as a treasure more valuable than any external accolade. True wisdom and accomplishment, according to Stoic teachings, resemble not a chalice to be showcased for fleeting applause, but a wellspring deep within, from which one can continually draw sustenance. It is futile, they argue, to seek transient external approval when true richness and purpose can be found within the recesses of our own minds. Moreover, Stoicism teaches us the subtle art of distinguishing healthy ambition from arrogance. Opting to remain silent about our grandest goals isn't an act of timidity, but a strategic choice to walk humbly, steering clear of the blindness that often accompanies pride. This practice isn't about hiding our aspirations, but about cultivating them with such care and discretion that they are empowered to reach their fullest potential without the distortions of external validation. The Stoic legacy, therefore, is not one of loud proclamations or ostentatious displays, but a call to guard our dreams quietly, to nurture them until they bloom in silent and majestic glory. This approach to personal goals is an invitation to rediscover and rely on the strength that resides within us, recognizing that sometimes the most precious treasures are those we choose to keep solely for ourselves. So, I ask you now, how will you protect your dreams? How will you ensure that they have the space and security to sprout and grow? By embracing the Stoic way, you commit to a life where your dreams do not need the validation of the crowd to thrive, but flourish from your own conviction and quiet dedication. The core of Stoic philosophy champions the virtue of self-sufficiency. Why rely on the fleeting applause of others when true strength is cultivated in the privacy of your own mind? Stoics kept their life strategies close to their chest, not as a means of deceit, but as a way to build a resilient inner core, immune to the fluctuating opinions of the world. This approach fosters humility, a virtue deeply revered in Stoicism. Boasting about future plans can come off as arrogance, a loud declaration of one's perceived superiority. In contrast, choosing discretion maintains a balance between ambition and humility, ensuring that one's actions are confident yet measured. Thus, Stoicism offers a profound lesson on the value of keeping one's cards hidden. It suggests that protecting our goals isn't merely tactical, but is a means to strengthen our being, affirm our self-reliance, and maintain dignity in a world increasingly fixated on external validation. Stoics urge us to turn inward, to discover and follow our own compass with a quiet confidence that needs no public endorsement. So how will you navigate your path? Will you move silently and strategically, fortifying your inner strength away from the public eye, or will you choose to reveal every intention, risking the turbulence of external influences? By embracing Stoic wisdom, we learn to appreciate the power of privacy and the strength that comes from self-sufficiency, crafting a life that is as deliberate and thoughtful as a well-played game of chess. By keeping your doubts private, you prevent them from being extinguished by the harsh elements of public scrutiny, much like shielding a lighthouse from a torrential storm. The Stoics taught that openly revealing our uncertainties can weaken our resolve, akin to stripping the soul of its dignity. Modesty is not just a public virtue, but a protective shield for the spirit. Hence, it is crucial to be selective about when and with whom to share your vulnerabilities. In a world that often seeks answers amid the clamor of external opinions, the Stoic path emphasizes the value of silence and introspection. It suggests that answers to life's most profound questions often resonate in the quiet chambers of the heart and mind. This philosophy advises that by keeping certain doubts to ourselves, we can foster deeper reflection and forge a more intimate connection with our essence. Seneca, a famed Stoic philosopher, once said, "He who does not wish to be lost does not expose himself to the danger of ruin." This statement underscores the Stoic belief in the strength of inner resilience and the power of personal discretion. Now let me ask you, how often do you find yourself sharing every uncertainty with others, and what might change if you instead turned inward for answers? Stoic wisdom offers a compelling directive amidst the storms of doubt. There is no need to broadcast every uncertainty. By embracing practices of silence, modesty, and introspection, we can navigate through life's uncertainties, guided by the steady light of our inner confidence and understanding. The power of silent self-reflection and internal confidence bestowed by Stoic teachings is immense. It challenges us to reconsider how we deal with our doubts, and to recognize that some aspects of our inner lives are best kept private, allowing us to grow and respond to challenges with increased clarity and fortitude. In summary, the Stoic approach teaches us that while the world may press us for transparency, there is profound strength and dignity in choosing what we reveal and to whom. By adhering to this wisdom, we can traverse the metaphorical forest of uncertainties with assurance, guided by the unwavering light of our own inner convictions. This is the legacy of self-mastery and resilience that Stoicism imparts. How will you apply this timeless wisdom to navigate your own doubts and uncertainties? The Stoics understood that criticizing others not only disturbs the peace around us, but also diverts our energy from self-reflection and personal growth. Instead of casting stones of judgment and creating waves of negativity, they chose to extend a hand of empathy and compassion, recognizing that each person is a complex universe of internal and external battles, joys, and sorrows. Criticism, they believed, more often builds walls than bridges. Harsh words and hasty judgments foster discord and separation rather than the tranquility and harmony we seek. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic philosopher, eloquently said, "Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize?" This call to introspection reminds us that we should guard our words and thoughts, focusing instead on our own growth and virtue. In an age where criticism is often as swift as a tweet, Stoic teachings inspire us to cast stones of empathy into humanity's lake and cherish the positive waves they generate. Furthermore, Stoicism invites us to reconsider our relationship with solitude. In a society bustling with noise and relentless social interaction, Stoics found strength and clarity in solitude, not as a void to be filled, but as a sacred space for the mind to explore freely. unchained from the opinions of others. They didn't shun solitude. They sought it, finding it not isolating but enriching, a connection to a profound inner universe brimming with insights. In these quiet moments, free from the pollution of external noise, the Stoics discovered their deepest thoughts and the true melody of their essence. Today, when social media often dictates our sense of validation, Stoic philosophy offers a refreshing counter-narrative. It encourages us to step back from our constant need for external approval and find a space where our soul can truly breathe. It is in this deep silence that we encounter the purest and most authentic version of ourselves, a version that does not need to be broadcasted but felt deeply and personally. So, how can we apply these timeless Stoic lessons in our daily lives? How can we use our words to heal rather than hurt, to build rather than break? And how might we embrace solitude as a path to genuine self-discovery and not as a sign of isolation? By embracing these principles, we foster a life of meaning and depth, moving confidently through a world that often prioritizes noise over true understanding. You see, the Stoics weren't about flaunting triumphs or concealing defeats. They were champions of a more reflective, deliberate approach to personal development. They taught that failures should not be seen as a source of shame, but rather as crucial stepping stones for growth. Consider this. Each mistake you make is not just a misstep, but a vital part of your journey, a hidden guidepost pointing the way towards self-improvement. For the Stoics, the true measure of a person is not how they boast about successes, but how they handle their failures. When faced with setbacks, they didn't despair. Instead, they saw these moments as opportunities for revelation and transformation. By choosing to keep their struggles private, they weren't evading responsibility. On the contrary, they were engaging in a deep, intimate process of reflection. Every failure was perceived not as an endpoint, but as the beginning of a new chapter in the pursuit of wisdom and virtue. Just like an artist incorporates a stroke gone awry into their masterpiece, the Stoics transformed their missteps into the foundation for growth. Now let's bring this into a modern context. Imagine a young entrepreneur today who, inspired by Stoic wisdom, decides not to publicize her startup idea immediately. Instead, she opts to work quietly, refining her business plan, iterating her product away from the prying eyes of potential critics and competitors. In this silence, her idea matures, just as seeds germinate best under the soil. Here, the Stoic practice shields her vision from the harsh elements of doubt and scrutiny, allowing it to strengthen internally before it faces the external world. This approach extends to our personal failures as well. In an age where every mistake can be amplified online, there's profound strength in handling our errors privately. By reflecting on our missteps alone or with trusted confidants, we give ourselves the space to grow without the external pressure to appear infallible. So why not consider applying these Stoic principles to your own life? Next time you're tempted to share a setback or a new ambition, pause. Reflect privately on your failures, allowing them to teach you in silence. Nurture your plans quietly until they are strong enough to stand against the inevitable challenges. What transformations might this discreet approach bring to your personal and professional growth? In embracing these Stoic practices, we not only safeguard our development, but also reclaim the power of privacy in a world that undervalues it. The true lesson here? There is immense power and dignity in thoughtful silence, perhaps more than we realize in our loud, relentless present. What might you discover in your life by choosing this path of introspective strength and quiet growth? When you choose to keep your deepest ambitions confidential, you allow them to mature naturally without the distortion of external opinions or premature criticism. This can be a magical process, much like nurturing a seed in fertile soil, hidden from the harsh elements until it is strong enough to surface. In this silence, your plans can evolve freely, shielded from the storms of doubt and the weight of others' expectations. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "The fruit of this life is a good character, and acts for the common good." Isn't it true then that our quiet endeavors often contribute more significantly to our character than those we broadcast? Consider for a moment the fears that hold you back. Whether it's the dread of public speaking, the anxiety of flying, or the hesitation to express your true feelings, these fears carve barriers in your path, limiting your ability to fully engage with life. Why do we let these fears constrain us? Often it's a deep-seated lack of self-belief. It's easier to avoid risks and hide behind the shadows of doubt than to face our fears head-on. Stoicism, however, doesn't just acknowledge these fears. It sees them as integral to the human condition. As Epictetus pointed out, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This philosophy teaches us that adversity isn't an anomaly, but a guarantee. Every person, no matter how blessed, will face challenges. Recognizing this can be liberating because it means that fear and failure aren't signs of weakness, but parts of a universal experience. So how can you apply Stoicism to overcome these fears? It begins by accepting that adversity is not only inevitable, but also invaluable. Fear, when faced with courage, becomes a stepping stone to mastery. Each time you confront a fear, whether it's speaking up in a meeting or boarding a plane, you chip away at the barriers that confine you. You expand the horizons of your life, your relationships, and your self-development. Now I ask you to reflect. What personal fears are you allowing to limit your potential? How might your life change if you decided to face them directly? Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions or ignoring pain. It's about transforming your responses to them. It teaches that resilience is not built by avoiding challenges, but by navigating through them with courage. As we consider the value of privacy and silence in our overshared world, let's remember that our most profound achievements may not always be the ones that garner applause. Instead, they are often those quietly conquered milestones along our journey, the ones that build our character and fortify our resolve. So, the next time you're tempted to announce your plans or fret over your fears, pause and consider the Stoic way. Embrace the silent, steady growth that leads to genuine, lasting achievements. How will you let this Stoic wisdom guide your actions today? Stoicism doesn't just ask us to endure challenges, it invites us to welcome them as avenues for profound personal development. Consider the Stoic principle of amor fati, or love of fate, which is not merely about accepting what life throws at you, but passionately embracing it. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This perspective encourages us to view every challenge, be it a career setback, a personal loss, or a financial difficulty, not as a barrier, but as an opportunity to forge our character and strengthen our resolve. At the heart of Stoicism is a radical shift in how we perceive success and failure. In today's society, success is often synonymous with financial prosperity or social status. However, Stoicism proposes a different metric. Success is about aligning your actions with your values and striving for personal virtue. It's about the effort, not the outcome. This reframing can be incredibly freeing. It alleviates the pressure to constantly succeed in conventional terms and focuses us on growth and personal excellence. This Stoic approach also redefines our relationship with fear. Fear typically arises as we anticipate difficulties, leading many to either avoid challenging situations or face them with trepidation. However, by adopting a Stoic mindset, you can transform fear from a paralyzing force into a motivating one. It becomes a signal not of potential defeat but of an opportunity to grow stronger. When you start to perceive fear this way, every nerve-wracking presentation, every daunting project, and even every personal conflict turns into a chance to develop your resilience and emotional fortitude. How, then, can you apply these Stoic teachings to your modern life? Begin by reflecting on the challenges you currently face. How can you view these not just as obstacles to be overcome, but as opportunities to refine your virtues? Next, consider your definition of success. Shift your focus from external achievements to personal integrity and effort. Remember, in the Stoic view, true success comes not from the accolades you gather, but from the virtues you cultivate. Finally, as you move forward, carry with you the words of Epictetus, another revered Stoic philosopher. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This mindset is especially crucial in our era, where societal pressures can lead to a constant chase for more. Instead, embrace the quiet satisfaction of knowing that you are living true to your principles, facing life's storms with courage, and continuously evolving into a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. How will you let this ancient wisdom guide you through the complexities of modern life? Let's talk about failure, not as the end of the road, but as an integral part of the journey. When plans fall apart or results don't meet expectations, it's natural to feel discouraged. However, Stoicism invites us to view these moments not as defeats, but as invaluable learning opportunities. Imagine you're a small business owner whose latest venture hasn't panned out. Instead of wallowing in self-pity, you choose to analyze what went wrong. Was it the business model, the market timing, or something else? By dissecting these setbacks, you identify areas for improvement, making your next endeavor all the more likely to succeed. This Stoic mindset shifts the narrative from failure to constructive feedback, enabling growth and resilience. At the heart of Stoicism is the profound belief in oneself, which is not just motivational talk, but a practical tool for navigating life's challenges. It's about recognizing that beneath our layers of doubt and fear lie untapped potentials and capabilities. Stoicism doesn't just encourage us to believe in ourselves, it demands a deep rational understanding of our strengths and weaknesses. It's knowing that you have the inner fortitude to face any obstacle. Consider the Stoic practice of examining evidence as a method to reinforce self-belief. It's not about inflating your ego, but about objectively assessing what you are capable of achieving. For instance, if you often shy away from public speaking due to fear, Stoicism would have you analyze your past experiences, perhaps recognizing times when you did speak effectively in public. This rational examination helps to gradually dismantle the baseless fears and self-doubt that hold you back. Now, why does this matter to you? In a world that often stresses winning at all costs, how refreshing is it to know that your true worth comes not from how often you win, but from how you play the game? How might your life change if you saw every challenge as a chance to learn, and every failure as a step toward success? Stoicism isn't just about enduring life's battles. It's about emerging from them stronger and wiser, with a clear sense of purpose and resilience. By embracing these Stoic principles, you equip yourself with more than just a philosophy. You adopt a practical framework for living a fulfilled and fearless life. So as you move forward, ask yourself, how can I apply this timeless wisdom to transform my current challenges into opportunities for growth? Remember, in the wise words of Marcus Aurelius, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. How will you use this power to reshape your perspective and actions today? In the philosophy of Stoicism, fear is not an enemy but a signpost pointing us toward the areas where we can grow and strengthen our resolve. This ancient wisdom teaches that fear often springs from uncertainty and self-doubt, yet it also holds that the key to overcoming fear lies within us, through the cultivation of self-belief, resilience, and rationality. Let's unpack this. Stoicism doesn't promise a life devoid of fear, but rather, it prepares us to meet fear head-on. It teaches us to transform fear from a paralyzing force into a motivating one that drives personal growth and improvement. Think about it. How often have you faced a challenge, felt the initial wave of fear, and thought about turning back? Stoicism encourages us to push through these moments, to believe in our capabilities, and to see these challenges as opportunities to emerge stronger and more competent. Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare, it is because we do not dare that they are difficult." This statement echoes the Stoic belief in redefining our approach to fear and adversity. Rather than seeing obstacles as insurmountable, Stoicism teaches us to embrace them as necessary parts of our journey, each with valuable lessons that contribute to our character development. Moreover, Stoicism redefines the very notions of success and failure. In our society, success is often narrowly defined by external achievements and recognition, while failure is seen as a setback. However, Stoics view every experience as a form of success if it leads to personal growth and better alignment with our core values. They argue that life's path isn't a straight line to the top, but a winding road filled with challenges and victories alike, each teaching us something crucial about ourselves and the world. Building emotional resilience is another key aspect of Stoicism. It involves developing the capacity to endure adversity, setbacks, and discomfort without losing our composure. By intentionally stepping out of our comfort zones, we not only strengthen our emotional resilience, but also expand our horizons. This process of deliberate exposure to discomfort prepares us to handle and adapt to the myriad challenges life throws our way. Pushing out of the comfort zone is particularly poignant. Our comfort zones, while safe and familiar, often become cages that limit our potential. They are comfortable, yet constraining, providing security while simultaneously stifling growth. Stoicism doesn't just acknowledge this, it challenges us to look directly at what scares us, to understand the root of our fear, and to step boldly into the unknown. This is where real growth happens, beyond the familiar boundaries of comfort. So how can you apply Stoic principles to conquer fear and expand your life's possibilities today? What fears are holding you back from pursuing your dreams or realizing your potential? How might your life change if you viewed each fear not as a barrier, but as a doorway to a stronger, more resilient self? As you ponder these questions, remember that embracing Stoicism means engaging with life as a bold experiment in which every challenge is an opportunity for growth, every setback a lesson in resilience, and every fear a chance to become braver. The Stoic path invites you to redefine success, embrace your fears, and expand your comfort zones. In doing so, it promises not just a life of achievement, but a life of meaning. How will you walk this path starting today? The initial step in this Stoic practice is to precisely identify what scares us. This means taking a moment to really think about the fears that lurk in our minds, be they related to career changes, personal relationships, or even deeper existential worries. As the philosopher Seneca once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This quote highlights a crucial Stoic insight. Our fears are often not as daunting as they seem once we examine them closely. By acknowledging these fears and dissecting them with reason and logic, we strip them of their overwhelming power. This analytical approach allows us to discern whether our fears are truly reflective of real dangers, or if they are largely the creations of our overactive imaginations. More often than not, our anxieties are inflated by irrational thoughts that can be mitigated through logical scrutiny. This realization itself is liberating and empowers us to move forward. Stoicism, however, does not call for rash actions but for calculated risks. This involves a thoughtful analysis of potential benefits and risks associated with any given decision. It's about not letting fear hold you back, but also not diving headlong into situations without due preparation. By adopting this method, you ensure that your actions are guided not by fear or impulse, but by careful deliberation, maximizing your potential for success and personal growth. The Stoics also understood the transformative power of intentionally confronting discomfort and fear. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor, advised, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This mindset encourages us to see challenges not as barriers, but as gateways to new strengths. By deliberately pushing our boundaries, we often find that our capabilities are much greater than we initially believed. This realization can redefine a man's self-image and self-confidence, especially during the transformative years of midlife. By applying these Stoic principles, you can begin to tackle the fears that have perhaps held you back, discover strengths you didn't know you had, and move towards a more fulfilled and fearless life. How will you choose to confront the fears that stand between you and your potential today? By embracing the wisdom of Stoicism, you equip yourself not just to face life's challenges, but to transform these challenges into stepping stones for personal development and success. This approach can dramatically shift how you perceive and interact with the world, opening up new avenues for growth at any stage of life. How, then, will you apply these time-tested strategies to navigate the complexities and anxieties of your own life? According to Stoicism, true success is about the journey, not just the destination. It's a continuous path guided by noble principles, where every step is an opportunity to embody a deeper, more meaningful way of life. Stoicism also presents a refreshing perspective on failure. Traditional views might deem a setback as a defeat, but Stoicism encourages us to see it differently. There is no true failure, the Stoics argue, as long as we learn and grow from our experiences. Life's journey is replete with moments that, while challenging, are rich with opportunities for personal development. By embracing this journey, by recognizing that each day's path is where life truly unfolds, we understand that our decisions, actions, and the virtues we strive to embody define who we are far more than any singular achievement could. Now consider the story of a modern entrepreneur who, after a business venture fails, instead of wallowing in disappointment, reflects on what the experience taught him. He realizes that the setback provided valuable insights into his decision-making processes and resilience, insights that will inform his future endeavors. This approach is quintessentially Stoic. It's about extracting wisdom from every situation and recognizing that each step, regardless of its immediate outcome, contributes to a larger tapestry of personal growth. Furthermore, Stoicism teaches us about maintaining inner equanimity in the face of life's inevitable ups and downs. While we can't control every external event, we can master our responses to them. The practice of keeping a calm and composed inner state, regardless of external circumstances, is key to emotional resilience. Stoics believe that adversity has only the power we allow it to have over us. By managing our reactions, we maintain control over our emotional well-being, enabling us to meet challenges with grace and steadfastness. Reflect on this. How might your life change if you viewed each challenge as an opportunity to enhance your resilience and wisdom? How would your definition of success shift if it were measured by the integrity of your journey, rather than the accolades of your achievements? Stoicism doesn't just offer a philosophy. It offers a practical framework for living with purpose and dignity. It teaches us that by cultivating inner tranquility and embracing the journey itself, we can navigate the complexities of life with a deeper sense of fulfillment and peace. What steps will you take today to embody these timeless Stoic principles in your own life? Stoic teachings encourage us to adopt daily routines that promote balance, growth, and tranquility, key ingredients for a fulfilling life. By integrating Stoic practices into your morning and evening, you can start and end each day with focus and serenity. Imagine waking up each day fueled by determination and guided by the wisdom of great Stoic philosophers like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius. These figures, who have epitomized the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, serve as excellent guides on the path to a virtuous life. Their teachings are not just abstract concepts, but are actionable principles that can steer us towards making wise and balanced decisions in our daily lives. Reflecting on these 4 cardinal virtues each morning can set the tone for your day, helping you make choices that align with your deepest values. At night, revisiting the day's events through a Stoic lens can help you assess your actions and prepare to do better the next day. This routine of reflection and intention creates a powerful cycle of continuous self-improvement and helps to cement Stoicism not just as a philosophy, but as a practical lifestyle. So, why is this ancient philosophy so beneficial in our modern lives? Stoicism helps strip away the unnecessary worries and fears that cloud our minds and offers a clearer, more focused way of living. It teaches us to control what we can and to let go of what we cannot, leading to a profound inner peace and resilience against life's inevitable ups and downs. Now consider how adopting Stoic practices might change your life. What fears could you face more boldly? How could a daily routine rooted in Stoic principles enhance your ability to thrive in both good times and bad? Stoicism isn't just about coping with life's challenges. It's about thriving amidst them. It invites you to transform your fears into catalysts for growth and to embrace each day with a renewed sense of purpose and strength. As we explore these ideas together, think about how you can apply the wisdom of Stoicism to your daily life. What steps can you take to integrate these timeless teachings into your daily routine? How will you use Stoicism to guide your journey towards a more balanced, courageous, and satisfying life? Remember, in the words of Marcus Aurelius, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Let this guide your interactions and personal growth, turning challenges into opportunities and fears into moments of triumph. How will you let Stoicism transform your approach to life today? Stoicism teaches that one of the most powerful tools at your disposal is gratitude. It isn't just about being thankful for the good times, but also appreciating the struggles and the people who shape our journeys. Embracing gratitude can transform everyday experiences, infusing joy into your life and dissipating dissatisfaction. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." But Stoicism goes beyond mere appreciation. It arms you with strategies to anticipate and address the day's challenges through the practice of negative visualization. This technique involves contemplating potential difficulties and mentally preparing to handle them, thus fostering resilience and adaptability. Such preparation is not about pessimism. Rather, it is a tool to mentally equip yourself for any of life's uncertainties, enabling you to remain unfazed by adversity. Moreover, Stoicism encourages the discipline of journaling. Keeping a daily record of your intentions, emotions, and observations isn't just a reflective practice. It's a way to weave the magic of Stoicism into the fabric of your life. This journal becomes a repository of personal wisdom, offering clarity and guidance in tumultuous times, and serving as a constant reminder of your philosophical path. Stoic practices also extend to how you interact with the world. In an era rife with distractions, learning to maintain focus and productivity is crucial. Stoicism teaches the virtues of justice and compassion in every interaction, urging you to open your heart and deepen your understanding of the human condition. When faced with stress, a Stoic employs composure and perspective, remembering that we can control our reactions even if we cannot control the situation itself. As night falls, wisdom doesn't rest, but continues to guide you. Reflecting on the day's events, learning from every encounter, and resolving to improve continually are all part of the Stoics' daily routine. This reflective practice helps you to accept imperfections in yourself and others, and commits you to the pursuit of constant improvement. Setting your intentions for the next day is an act of courage and vision, paving the way for a future defined by the four cardinal Stoic virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. As Marcus Aurelius, another revered Stoic philosopher, would advise, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. So, how will you use these Stoic strategies to enhance your life today? How can integrating gratitude, practicing negative visualization, and maintaining a reflective journal guide you toward a more virtuous and fulfilling life? With each step forward, embrace the challenges and changes, knowing that a life rooted in Stoic principles is not just about enduring, but about thriving in the wisdom of well-lived days. Stoicism isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. Rather, it's a versatile set of principles that you can adapt to fit your individual needs. Maintain your passion for this practice by establishing a consistent routine that weaves the Stoic virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance into every aspect of your existence. Imagine how applying Stoic principles can transform your relationships, enhance your professional life, and enrich your personal projects. In a world that often seems driven by fleeting desires and superficial successes, Stoicism offers a path to true balance, resilience, and inner peace. It teaches you to infuse these timeless virtues into every facet of your life, ensuring that no matter the external circumstances, you can maintain a core of stability and calm. As you embrace life with purpose and clarity on this Stoic path, move forward with the strength and conviction that comes from knowing wisdom is almost always by your side. Each day presents a new opportunity to grow and learn, fostering a sense of continual development and fulfillment. How might your life change if you viewed each challenge as a chance to apply Stoic wisdom and deepen your understanding of yourself and the world? Furthermore, practice gratitude. Start each day with a heart overflowing with joy and abundance, and let this feeling guide you. The Stoics teach us that by focusing on the blessings we have, be it family, friends, health, or simple daily comforts, we can dissolve any feelings of dissatisfaction or longing. This state of profound gratitude opens us up to receive each day with a sense of completeness and happiness, focusing our attention on what truly matters and enhancing our appreciation for the simple joys of living. So, what steps will you take today to integrate these Stoic principles into your life? How will you use Stoicism to guide your decisions and actions in a way that brings balance and meaning to your everyday existence? Remember, as the Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." Let this insight remind you that true richness comes from a life lived in accordance with virtue and a heart filled with gratitude. How will you embrace the Stoic path to ensure a life full of purpose, clarity, and serene contentment? But Stoicism doesn't stop at gratitude. It also prepares us for the realities of life through the practice of negative visualization. This technique involves contemplating possible challenges and setbacks you might encounter throughout the day. However, rather than inducing worry, this preparation is meant to arm you with the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, allowing you to meet any situation with equanimity and strength. By envisioning these scenarios, you cultivate a type of silent resilience, a readiness to adapt and grow in the face of whatever adversities may come your way. This thoughtful anticipation helps ensure that the fluctuations of fate do not disrupt your inner peace. Moreover, Stoicism emphasizes the power of reflection through journaling, a practice endorsed by Stoic philosophers like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius themselves. Taking time each morning to write down your intentions, emotions, and observations serves as a powerful exercise in self-awareness and intentionality. This daily ritual becomes your personal guide, a source of wisdom and comfort that can help navigate through modern challenges with grace and insight. How then can you integrate these Stoic practices into your daily routine to enhance your life? What changes might you notice if you begin each day with a deliberate moment of gratitude? How could envisioning potential challenges in advance change the way you react to stress and adversity? By incorporating these strategies, you not only prepare yourself for the day's uncertainties, but also build a foundation of mental and emotional resilience that enriches your life in profound ways. As you reflect on these questions, consider the powerful transformation that Stoicism offers. A life not just lived, but lived with purpose and wisdom. It invites you to embrace each day with a clear mind and a strong heart, continually striving for growth and understanding. Remember, the journey of Stoicism is not about achieving a state of perfection. It's about evolving, adapting, and thriving amidst the ever-changing tides of life. How will you use Stoicism to cultivate a deeper sense of gratitude and resilience starting today? At the core of Stoic philosophy is the task of discerning between what we can control and what we cannot. The key to living a contented and purposeful life lies in this distinction. You are urged to focus your energy on your own actions and attitudes, which are within your control, and to release your grip on external outcomes which are not. This fundamental Stoic principle helps mitigate stress and fosters resilience, allowing you to navigate daily life with a calm and focused demeanor. Each day offers a fresh opportunity for growth and learning. By waking up with the mindset that every new day is a chance to strengthen your character and wisdom, you embrace life with a sense of purpose and clarity. Stoicism isn't just about enduring life's trials. It's about thriving through them and extracting value from every experience, whether positive or negative. Transforming distractions into productivity is another Stoic practice that can significantly enhance your efficiency and focus. In today's fast-paced world, distractions are ubiquitous, yet Stoicism teaches the virtue of temperance, self-discipline, and moderation, which helps in managing these distractions. When you encounter interruptions, acknowledge them, but then consciously redirect your attention back to your tasks. This practice not only cultivates inner peace, but also maximizes your potential to achieve meaningful outcomes. Furthermore, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of how we interact with others. Every interaction is an opportunity to practice the Stoic virtues of justice, wisdom, and compassion. Approach each conversation and encounter with mindfulness, considering the impact of your words and actions on others. This not only improves your relationships but also deepens your understanding of the human condition, enhancing your emotional intelligence and fostering genuine connections. So as you move forward, consider how adopting these Stoic principles can reshape your approach to daily challenges, interactions, and personal goals. How might your life change if you focused more on what you can control and less on the uncontrollable? How could the Stoic practice of turning distractions into opportunities for productivity affect your professional and personal life? Embrace these strategies to lead a more fulfilling, balanced, and resilient life, guided by the wisdom of Stoicism. How might this ancient wisdom be applied in your life today? Think about the last time you faced a difficult situation or person. How did you react? Could viewing this person as a partner in the human experience, rather than as an adversary, change the dynamics of your interaction? This shift in perspective is not merely philosophical, it's practical. It arms us with the strength to transform adversity into opportunity, to turn what might seem like trials into invaluable lessons for growth and fulfillment. Aurelius's teachings also encourage us to practice negative visualization, not to dwell on what could go wrong, but to prepare ourselves mentally for all possibilities. This practice doesn't breed pessimism, but resilience, equipping us with the fortitude to face any situation with a calm and prepared mind. Imagine how empowering it feels to know that you can handle whatever life throws your way, because you have already considered the possibilities and prepared yourself to meet them with grace and wisdom. As you navigate through life's ups and downs, How will you use these Stoic practices to enhance your resilience and find joy in every challenge? How will these teachings influence your interactions and transform your approach to adversity? The journey of life is indeed filled with unexpected challenges, but with Stoicism as your guide, every challenge is an opportunity for personal growth and a testament to your strength and character. In the quiet of the evening, take the opportunity to review the challenges you faced, the decisions you made, and the lessons you've learned. It's a time to practice self-forgiveness with compassion and understanding, recognizing that everyone makes mistakes and that each error is a stepping stone to greater wisdom. How can you learn from today's experiences to better navigate tomorrow? This act of forgiving yourself is crucial for fostering a sense of inner peace and acceptance, essential elements for your ongoing personal evolution. As you prepare for sleep, set your intentions for the coming day using the insights you've gained. Think about how you can integrate the core Stoic virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, into your actions, decisions, and interactions. By doing so, you design a life that is not only harmonious and purposeful, but also deeply aligned with Stoic principles. To further enhance your evening ritual, incorporate relaxation techniques such as deep breathing or meditative visualization. These practices help calm your mind and body, releasing any tension accumulated through the day. This not only prepares you for a night of restful sleep, but also ensures you are rejuvenated and ready to meet the new day with vigor and a clear mind. Consider how embedding these Stoic practices into your nightly routine could transform your approach to life's challenges and your pursuit of personal growth. Could this reflective practice help you respond more effectively to tomorrow's challenges? How might living more consciously in alignment with Stoic virtues change your interactions and decisions? Guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, allow each evening to be a peaceful retreat of relaxation and introspection, a preparation for a new dawn where every day is viewed as a fresh opportunity to grow, learn, and contribute meaningfully to the world around you. Embrace this cycle of continuous improvement and mindful living, and watch as your life transforms into a more fulfilling and resilient journey. Let's start by grounding ourselves in gratitude. Every day, take a moment to acknowledge and appreciate the good in your life, the achievements, the growth, and even the setbacks that have taught you valuable lessons. Stoicism reminds us that this practice isn't just about feeling better. It's about creating a foundation of contentment that enhances every aspect of your life. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus advises, do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for. This perspective encourages us to cherish our current blessings and to approach life with a mindset of abundance rather than lack. Preparation for the daily challenges is another crucial element. Engage in negative visualization, a technique where you consider the potential obstacles of the day ahead. This might sound pessimistic, but its purpose is proactive. By anticipating these challenges and mentally rehearsing your response, you equip yourself with the courage, wisdom, justice, and temperance needed to face whatever comes your way. This method isn't about dwelling on what could go wrong. Rather, it's about empowering yourself to handle any situation with grace and adaptability. By imagining these scenarios, you develop a form of silent resilience that allows you to remain unfazed by life's fluctuations and steady in the face of adversity. Alongside this mental preparation, take a leaf out of the books of ancient Stoic philosophers like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius by keeping a daily journal. Each morning, dedicate time to write down your intentions, emotions, and the observations you make about your inner life and the world around you. This practice is more than just a ritual. It serves as a personal guide, a compass that helps you navigate through the complexities of modern life with clarity and purpose. Through journaling, you not only document your journey but also reflect on your experiences, learning from each day's events and setting the stage for personal growth and improvement. As you progress through each day, face the challenges that test your resolve and determination. Remember, Stoicism offers tools not just for survival but for thriving. When stress and pressure mount, draw upon your inner wisdom, reside in reason and reflection. Focus your energy on what lies within your control and release your hold on what doesn't. This Stoic practice helps you respond to stress not with reactive emotion, but with reasoned composure. By doing so, you cultivate a resilience that not only steadies you in turbulent times, but also propels you forward in your journey of personal development. The essential task in life, according to Stoicism, is to discern between what is within your control and what is beyond it. This clarity allows you to focus your efforts on your own actions and attitudes, which are the true arenas of personal change and virtue. Epictetus's words echo powerfully here. Seek not the good in external things, seek it in yourselves. If you live by this maxim, every new day becomes a fresh opportunity to enhance your character and fortify your resolve. Each morning, wake with the certainty that the day ahead is not just another span of time, but a valuable chance to grow stronger, learn more, and deepen your commitment to living a purposeful and meaningful life. Embrace this Stoic path with both the seriousness it demands and the joy it can bring. Through this approach, you create a life not just filled with activities, but one rich with purpose and insight. How will you apply these Stoic strategies today to live a more deliberate and fulfilled life? How can you use gratitude, preparation, and self-reflection to not only navigate, but also enhance your daily experience? Remember, the journey of Stoicism is not a solitary trek, but a path walked with the wise counsel of those who have gone before us, guiding us to a life of virtue and resilience. Every conversation is a chance to make a positive and lasting impact, urging you to remain mindful of the influence your words and actions have on others. By consciously navigating these interactions, you deepen your understanding of the human condition and enhance your personal growth. Today, like any other, might present challenges such as interference, ingratitude, or even outright hostility. Remember, as Marcus Aurelius taught us, these negative behaviors stem from others' ignorance of what is truly good or evil. Recognizing this, you can see those who might do you wrong not as adversaries but as fellow humans, sharing in the divine spark of reason. This perspective shields you from the potential harm of their actions, as you understand that no external force can degrade your character without your consent. Embracing this, how can you hold anger toward your fellow man? Like the cooperation between hands or the synchronous action of our eyelids, we are designed to work in harmony. When we view irritations or setbacks as natural parts of our interactions, we align more closely with nature's laws, preventing these moments from escalating into more significant conflicts. Marcus Aurelius also prompts us to see life's adversities not as barriers, but as avenues for growth. With Stoic resilience, face each challenge not with dread, but with the anticipation of the personal strength that will emerge from these trials. By practicing negative visualization, mentally preparing for potential difficulties, you fortify your inner resilience, transforming obstacles into valuable life lessons. This proactive stance ensures that each step, no matter how steep, leads to greater personal fulfillment and wisdom. As the day winds down, take time to engage in deep reflection. Follow the sage advice of Seneca, who emphasized the importance of daily self-review to foster personal growth and moral integrity. By reflecting on the day's events, you can identify both missteps and successes. This nightly introspection allows you to forgive yourself for errors, understand your decisions, and prepare for future challenges. Recognizing that personal growth is a continual journey, each evening becomes a vital checkpoint on your path to self-improvement and peace. This practice of evening reflection and the cultivation of a Stoic mindset equip you to navigate the complexities of modern life with a balanced and enlightened perspective. How will you apply these ancient principles to your daily interactions and challenges? How might this transformative approach to life's distractions and conflicts enhance your journey toward becoming a more fulfilled, peaceful, and wise individual? Through Stoicism, embrace each day, not just as a series of tasks to be completed, but as an opportunity to grow, learn, and contribute positively to the world around you. As you wind down in the evening, engage in relaxation techniques like deep breathing or meditative visualization. These practices not only soothe your mind and body but also prepare you for a restful night's sleep, ensuring you are rejuvenated to face each new day as a fresh opportunity for growth and learning. Life presents a spectrum of experiences, from joy, satisfaction, and love to suffering, pain, and loss. The Stoic philosophy, particularly through the concept of amor fati, teaches us to accept this unpredictable flow like a river whose course we cannot change. Epictetus once said, "Don't fight the strings of fate, embrace them, for it is only in accepting them that you find inner peace." Amor fati, or the love of one's fate, challenges us to embrace our life in its entirety, appreciating every moment as the perfect gift, even in adversity. It's natural to question how one could possibly find gratitude in suffering, or see beauty in pain. The Stoics, however, were not detached from reality, but were profoundly aware of the human condition. They argued that embracing every aspect of life, both the highs and the lows, was crucial for achieving virtue and true happiness. Marcus Aurelius poignantly expressed the sentiment by encouraging us to love your fate no matter what form it takes, because only through the acceptance of each moment can you find true serenity. Similarly, Seneca expanded on this, noting that amor fati involves loving the totality of your existence, including your mistakes and failures, as they are opportunities to learn and grow in wisdom. Embracing this doctrine might seem daunting, but its practice is a testament to its value. After all, the most rewarding pursuits often require the greatest effort. Remember, the essence of our happiness hinges on our ability to accept and find value in all life's experiences, making the challenging practice of amor fati well worth our deepest commitment. In this discussion, we aim to unravel the profound but complex idea of fate as understood by the Stoics, and explore why it deserves our love and acceptance. To truly adopt amor fati into your life, I will offer practical advice on how to gradually implement and persist in this practice, enriching your journey toward a more virtuous and content existence. Before we delve deeper into these insights, I invite you to engage with this content by liking and sharing this video, helping spread the philosophy of Stoicism to others. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to stay updated with more discussions like this. Now, let's explore together how you can begin to integrate the powerful doctrine of amor fati into your everyday life, transforming every challenge into an opportunity for personal growth and enduring happiness. How will you start to view your life's challenges as opportunities to embody amor fati, and what changes might this perspective bring to your sense of fulfillment and peace? According to Stoic philosophy, by aligning one's actions with this internal guide, a person becomes virtuous and rational. Conversely, deviation from this universal law leads to irrationality and a departure from virtue. The Stoics conceptualized our individual paths as fates, each person's destiny woven into the broader fabric of the universe. Hence, everything that happens, whether joyous or painful, is deemed necessary within this grand scheme. Each event carries a deeper significance, even if its purpose is not immediately apparent. This perspective encourages us not only to accept, but to embrace our lot in life, to love our destiny. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic philosopher, encapsulated this belief when he said, "Love your fate, no matter what form it takes, because only through the acceptance of each moment can you find true serenity." This acceptance, according to Stoicism, is not about resignation, but about a profound acknowledgement of the flow of life. Resignation is passive. It is the refusal to act. Stoic acceptance, however, is an active stance. It involves understanding the nature of events and choosing to respond with composure and resilience. This distinction is crucial in modern life, where unpredictability and change are the only constants. In a world that often seems devoid of order, the Stoic practice of amor fati, or love of one's fate, offers a way to find stability and peace. Seneca further elaborates on this concept by saying, "Amor fati is to love the totality of your existence, including your mistakes and failures, as they are opportunities to learn and grow in wisdom." Thus, amor fati is not about loving suffering itself, but about recognizing that every experience, positive or negative, is part of a necessary process of personal and moral development. So how can we apply this ancient wisdom to our contemporary lives? How might embracing every aspect of your life, including the challenges and setbacks, change your perception of daily struggles? Each situation you encounter, no matter how difficult, is an opportunity to practice virtue, to enhance your understanding, and to contribute positively to your personal growth. When you start seeing life's obstacles as necessary steps in your journey, you transform your approach to each day from a series of random events to a meaningful narrative where everything has its place. In adopting this Stoic mindset, you can navigate the complexities of modern existence with greater fortitude and clarity. By accepting and loving your fate, you can turn what many see as the chaos of life into a path marked by purpose and serenity. How will you begin to integrate the principle of amor fati into your daily routine? And what changes might this shift bring to your sense of peace and fulfillment? Remember, the journey towards embracing your fate fully is challenging, yet it holds the key to unlocking profound happiness and wisdom. The ancient Stoics didn't believe in chance. They posited that the universe operated under a set of rational laws created by the divine, making everything that happens part of a grand, coherent, and purposeful design. This universal law also resides within us, guiding our consciousness to discern what is rational and virtuous. Thus, those who live in harmony with this inner voice align themselves with the rationality and virtue of the cosmos, whereas those who ignore it stray into irrationality and vice. Our individual destinies are intertwined with this universal order. Each person's fate, according to Stoic thought, is a piece of the cosmos's vast puzzle. This means that every event in our lives, whether we perceive it as positive or negative, is part of a necessary and meaningful narrative. In light of this, Stoics strive to look beyond personal discomfort and see the value in every circumstance, understanding that true serenity comes from accepting the world as it unfolds. However, it's crucial to distinguish between passive resignation and active acceptance. Resignation is defeatist, implying a refusal to engage with the challenges life presents. Acceptance, on the other hand, is about recognizing reality as it is and choosing to act virtuously, regardless of circumstances. This is where the Stoic concept of control comes into play. While we may not have power over the grand events of life, health, disaster, or even death, what we do control is our judgment of these events and our will to respond to them. Epictetus famously stated, "The will can control itself, but nothing else can control it." This emphasizes that our freedom lies in how we react to what life presents us. We can choose to flee from our destiny, or we can embrace it, seeing it as the path we are meant to follow, where our true happiness and virtue are to be found. This is the essence of Stoic freedom, choosing to accept our fate and align our actions with virtue, rather than succumbing to vice and negativity. Now, how can you apply amor fati in your daily life? When faced with adversity, do you see it as an obstacle or as an opportunity to grow? Can you find joy in the challenges as well as the victories? Embracing your fate fully and loving it, no matter what it brings, is not just a practice of acceptance, but a commitment to living deeply and fully, making the most of every moment. Essentially, every situation we encounter offers a choice: to pursue virtue or succumb to vice. Consider illness, a common human adversity. We can choose to face it with determination, seeking to live well despite the ailment, or we can let despair take hold, neglect our health, and grow resentful toward the world. The Stoic approach isn't just about enduring pain. It's about transforming suffering into a part of our journey that enriches and refines us, encouraging us to master the four cardinal virtues of Stoicism: wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. Joyous times, according to Stoicism, are blessings to be cherished, yet with the wisdom that they are not everlasting. Conversely, challenging times are viewed as crucial tests of our character, making us stronger and more resilient. Each of these moments, both good and bad, is fleeting and equally necessary for our growth. This is where the virtue of courage becomes essential, not just the courage to endure, but the courage to grow and thrive through each of life's storms. The practice of amor fati, or love of one's fate, encapsulates this philosophy. It teaches us to embrace every moment with grace and see our life's trajectory as the ultimate journey towards fulfillment and enlightenment. Through amor fati, we are urged to control not only courage but also justice and wisdom, learning to appreciate each moment's unique value and to understand the rational laws that underpin the cosmos. By recognizing that our destiny is intricately woven into the universe's grand tapestry, we see our lives as precious gifts that propel us toward a vibrant and meaningful existence. Amor fati thus challenges us to live fully, to love our fate, and to align our will with the rational dictates of virtue. It posits that without challenges, without the effort to overcome and to grow, life would lack depth and meaning. Isn't it true that real happiness stems from overcoming adversity, and that acceptance is not about resignation, but about a profound acknowledgement of life's richness? In embracing this doctrine, we don't just accept our lot, we celebrate it, using each day as an opportunity to advance in wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. This pursuit transforms not just how we experience life's peaks and valleys, but also how we achieve true contentment. So, how will you choose to view your challenges and successes? Will you see them as obstacles and fleeting pleasures, or as integral parts of a fulfilling life journey dedicated to the pursuit of virtue? Remember, embracing your destiny with a Stoic heart is the path to genuine and lasting happiness. The Stoics, with their deep insights into human nature and destiny, have left us profound wisdom on this topic. Seneca once said, "Fate leads those who accept it, and drags those who refuse to acknowledge it." He believed that embracing our fate is not only about acceptance, but about leadership in our own lives. Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic philosopher, adds to this by stating, "It is characteristic of man to love and seek what fate has attributed and prepared for him." This suggests that there is a natural alignment between our true selves and whatever life presents to us. Meanwhile, Epictetus offers a straightforward formula for contentment. Do not seek that events happen as you wish. Wish for events as they happen, and your life will go well. But how does this ancient wisdom translate into modern life? Are you in sync with your destiny, or do you find yourself resisting the path laid out before you? Are there circumstances in your life that you struggle to accept? Reflecting on these questions can open a dialogue about how we engage with the world and whether we see life's challenges as obstacles or opportunities. Furthermore, recognizing the limitations imposed by our own attitudes and behaviors is crucial in this fast-paced world. Stoicism teaches us the importance of focusing on what we can control, our responses to external events. This perspective is particularly relevant when confronting destructive habits that can disrupt our mental peace and impede our personal growth. Let's delve into 6 common destructive habits that can hinder our journey towards living a virtuous and fulfilling life. Cure. Procrastination. Often overlooked as a minor flaw, procrastination is a profound impediment to our productivity and sense of fulfillment. It involves delaying tasks that need attention, which not only wastes time, but also depletes our energy and focus. Stoicism doesn't just discourage procrastination, it views it as a breach of self-respect and duty. By procrastinating, we fail to honor commitments to ourselves and others, undermining our integrity and the trust people place in us. Before we proceed, I invite you to pause and consider these habits from a third-person perspective. This self-reflective stance may help you identify which of these habits are present in your own life and challenge you to address them. Overindulgence in distractions. In our digital age, distractions are a click away, but succumbing to them can divert us from meaningful engagements and deeper personal connections. Negative self-talk. Constantly belittling oneself can erode self-confidence and inhibit growth. Stoicism teaches us to be rational and kind in our self-assessment. Avoidance of responsibility. Shying away from responsibilities may offer short-term relief, but leads to long-term dissatisfaction and chaos in our personal and professional lives. Impulse reactions. Reacting impulsively, especially in stressful situations, can lead to poor decisions. Stoicism advocates for a measured, thoughtful response that considers the long-term effects. Failure to adapt. Resisting change can hinder progress. Embracing adaptability is key to navigating life's inevitable shifts and turns. As we explore these habits, consider how they might be affecting your ability to love your fate and live in accordance with Stoic virtues. Each one represents not just a challenge, but an opportunity for growth and improvement. How will you begin to address these habits in your life? Remember, the path toward change is often difficult. But as the Stoics remind us, the things that are hard to attain are the most valuable. Thus, let us strive with all the strength we can muster to live a life aligned with our highest potential. Procrastination is a common challenge that not only leads to increased stress and anxiety, but also prevents us from achieving mental clarity and peace. Consider the scenario where you have a significant project with a looming deadline. If you opt to postpone the work, rather than dividing it into manageable segments and addressing it systematically, the resulting last-minute scramble not only heightens stress, but also jeopardizes the quality of your output. The wisdom in breaking down tasks and tackling them progressively is not just practical. It's a gesture of kindness to yourself, enhancing your capability to manage time and reduce pressure effectively. This habit of delaying commitments is profoundly destructive, clashing sharply with Stoic principles which advocate for the prudent use of time, fulfillment of obligations, and the maintenance of tranquility. Stoicism teaches us the importance of planning, self-discipline, and aligning our actions with our core values and responsibilities. By embracing these virtues, we can avoid the pitfalls of procrastination and its accompanying stress. One effective strategy to combat the impulse to procrastinate is to refrain from making promises when under the influence of strong emotions, particularly euphoria. Emotions can cloud our judgment, leading to commitments that are not well thought out and that we may not be able to honor. Instead, it's advisable to take a moment to thoughtfully consider each commitment. Ask yourself, is this truly achievable? Am I willing to see it through? This level of reflection can prevent the stress associated with unmet promises and the disorder of rushed efforts. How often do you find yourself pushing important tasks to the last minute? Reflect on the potential impacts this has on your stress levels and overall well-being. What steps can you take today to better align your actions with Stoic principles, ensuring that your commitments are thoughtful and your work is steady and manageable? By addressing these questions, you can start to foster a more disciplined and peaceful approach to your responsibilities, leading to a more productive and fulfilling life. We are naturally social beings, inclined to communicate effectively. Thus, every conversation should ideally be an enriching exchange, adding value to each participant's life. To combat the decline in effective communication, expanding your vocabulary and engaging with diverse, enlightening content is crucial. I have personally benefited from the practice of active listening, focusing entirely on the speaker rather than planning my response. This approach not only enhances the flow of conversation, but also ensures that the other person feels genuinely heard and valued. Through consistent practice, anyone can elevate their communicative abilities to a level of excellence. The fifth habit that frequently undermines our well-being is the constant comparison with others. It's a natural human tendency to measure ourselves against our peers, but this can erode self-esteem and diminish life satisfaction. This habit of comparison often leads us to overlook our own unique strengths and achievements, focusing instead on what others possess or have accomplished. The Stoics advise us to concentrate on personal growth and to cherish our own achievements rather than envying those of others. Constant comparison not only distorts our perception of self-worth, but also erodes our authenticity. We may find ourselves striving to meet external standards or emulate traits that do not align with our genuine selves. Consider, for instance, constantly comparing yourself to colleagues at work. This can create a relentless pressure to outperform others, potentially leading to burnout and a profound sense of unhappiness. Such comparisons distance you from understanding and appreciating your true self. Breaking free from this cycle of comparison allows you to reconnect with your own values and ambitions. Instead of constantly looking outward, find satisfaction in personal improvement and aim to be better than you were yesterday, not better than someone else is today. In conclusion, both ineffective communication and the habit of constant comparison can significantly disrupt your life's harmony and progress. By choosing to enhance your communication skills and focusing inward on personal growth rather than outward in envy, you align more closely with Stoic principles. This alignment not only promotes a more authentic existence but also cultivates a deeper sense of fulfillment. How can you start today to improve your interactions and shift your focus from comparison to personal development? Remember, the journey to self-improvement begins with a single step away from external distractions and towards inner enrichment. This habit of seeking external blame is not just about shirking responsibility. It fundamentally shifts control of one's life to outside forces, effectively stripping one of autonomy and agency. The Stoic philosophy, with its deep insights into personal accountability, starkly contrasts this approach. Stoics teach us the critical importance of distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not. By blaming others, we distance ourselves from true self-awareness and surrender to a victim mentality that can lead to emotional dependency and resilience erosion. This practice of externalizing blame not only fosters a lack of personal growth, but also prevents us from learning from our mistakes and evolving as individuals. Stoicism urges us to embrace every experience, particularly the challenging ones, as opportunities for personal development and to avoid the pitfalls of blaming others for our misfortunes. As Epictetus elegantly stated, we are disturbed not by what happens to us but by our thoughts about what happens. This perspective encourages us to reclaim control over our reactions, thereby empowering us to maintain stability and inner peace regardless of external circumstances. Reflect on the instances in your life where you might have attributed your frustrations or failures to others. How might your life change if you shifted that perspective to focus on what you can control? Your responses, your decisions, your actions? By embracing this level of self-responsibility, you pave the way for genuine self-improvement and character development. Moreover, consider this approach as part of your broader ethical framework. In my journey, I've learned the value of forgiveness, treating others with the respect I seek for myself, and nurturing a deep appreciation for life's blessings rather than envying what others possess. This is not just about avoiding external blame. It's about actively creating a life characterized by virtue, wisdom, and contentment. Today, I challenge you to examine the habits that may be holding you back from achieving true autonomy and growth. Remember, It is only by acknowledging and understanding the constraints we perceive that we can begin to break free from them. This is not about discarding all past beliefs, but about critically assessing them to determine what should stay, what should go, and what new principles we might embrace to forge a better path forward. As you reflect on these ideas, ask yourself, what steps can I take today to reduce the blame I place on external circumstances? How can I foster a more stoic attitude towards challenges I encounter? Engaging with these questions is not just an intellectual exercise, it's a practical commitment to living a more fulfilled and autonomous life, one where every challenge is seen as an opportunity to affirm your values and grow stronger. Feelings of anger or betrayal by fate would be natural for many of us, but Zeno's reaction was unconventional and transformative. Rather than succumbing to despair, Zeno channeled his misfortune into creating Stoicism, a philosophical movement that emphasizes the importance of mindset over circumstance. This was after he was profoundly influenced by reading the works of Socrates and other philosophers. Zeno's teachings underscored a pivotal Stoic belief. While we can't control external events, we can control our reactions to them. He advocated for maintaining composure and practicing indifference to life's ups and downs, focusing on what we can influence rather than what we cannot. This approach to life, focusing on maintaining inner peace regardless of external conditions, shaped Stoicism into more than just a philosophy of emotionless existence. It is a profound way of understanding and interacting with the world. Stoicism teaches that our greatest power lies in our perspective and our ability to choose our response to whatever life throws at us. Today, Stoicism remains relevant, providing valuable tools to handle life's challenges. In a world that often feels chaotic and out of control, adopting a Stoic approach can help us maintain clarity and equanimity. The philosophy invites us to transform negative emotions and adverse experiences into opportunities for growth by changing our perspective. After all, perspective is everything. Each person's unique experiences shape their view of the world. Reflecting on Zeno's story and the principles of Stoicism, consider how you currently handle life's inevitable challenges. What changes might you make to your responses to better align with Stoic principles? How might a shift in perspective enhance your ability to navigate adversity? Engaging with these questions can lead to significant personal growth and a deeper understanding of what it means to live a contented life, irrespective of external circumstances. Stoicism doesn't just offer us a way to cope with problems, it offers a strategy to thrive through them, turning potential setbacks into stepping stones for personal development and greater resilience. As you face your own trials, remember Zeno's legacy, not the wealth he lost, but the rich philosophical framework he gained, which has helped countless individuals lead more fulfilling lives. How will you apply the lessons of Stoicism to your life today, transforming challenges into opportunities for personal evolution? Indeed, the Stoics were some of the first to articulate the concept of being a cosmopolitan, a citizen of the world, challenging societal norms that restricted philosophical pursuits to certain classes or genders. Musonius Rufus, the teacher of Epictetus, famously argued that not only men but also women are naturally inclined towards virtue, equally capable of noble actions and deserving of the opportunity to pursue philosophical studies. Why then does Stoicism continue to resonate so powerfully today? In our modern world, replete with its unpredictabilities and challenges, Stoicism provides a framework for managing our emotions and expectations. Consider the simple metaphor of rain. It nourishes plants, sustains livestock, and cools the environment. Yet being caught in a downpour without an umbrella can be unpleasant. We don't typically lament the rain itself, because we understand and accept its necessity and inevitability. Similarly, Stoicism teaches us to anticipate life's figurative downpours, to accept that challenges and setbacks are natural, unavoidable aspects of life. This perspective shifts how we experience life's inevitable adversities. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by unexpected events, Stoicism equips us to expect them and to react with equanimity. It's not the events themselves that disturb us, but our reactions to them. By adjusting our expectations and learning to accept what we cannot control, we find peace and resilience. Just as rain eventually gives way to sunshine, so too do life's difficulties pass, leaving room for growth and renewal. Stoicism doesn't just help us weather life's storms, it teaches us to see them as essential to our personal development and happiness. This philosophy invites us to embrace each experience, good or bad, as a vital part of our journey, encouraging a life of virtue and inner tranquility. Now consider how adopting a Stoic approach might change your own reactions to life's challenges. What storms have you weathered, and how have they shaped you? By understanding and integrating Stoic principles, how might you transform your perspective on future obstacles? Engaging with these questions isn't just an intellectual exercise, it's a practical commitment to cultivating a mindset that can dramatically enhance your resilience and overall happiness. These exercises are not merely tests of will, they are profound lessons in resilience, teaching us that no matter the circumstances, we can endure and even thrive with the right mindset. Stoicism arrives as a counterbalance to the relentless push from modern advertising that insists happiness comes from external acquisitions, be it the latest car, the trendiest clothes, or the fattest bank account. From birth, we are inundated with mixed messages from home, school, and media, each shaping our worldview in subtle ways. These influences often set us up for disillusionment, as they create unrealistic expectations for what life owes us. Stoicism cuts through these confusions with a clear message. True contentment comes from within, not from the external trappings of success. This philosophy teaches us the value of self-sufficiency. It encourages us to undertake actions for their own sake, not for some external reward. Stoicism reminds us that attaching our happiness to external outcomes, whether it's the approval of others or material gains, almost invariably leads to disappointment. Instead, we're taught to measure success by our efforts and to trust in the process, regardless of the outcome. Living with less, a principle deeply embedded in Stoic practice, frees us from the societal shackles that bind us. By simplifying our lives and focusing on what truly matters, our values, choices, and internal growth, we can lead richer, more authentic lives. Stoicism isn't just about enduring life's storms, it's about navigating through them with grace and emerging with a deeper sense of peace. Despite being centuries old, Stoic philosophy remains profoundly relevant, providing tools for emotional resilience and personal growth. Figures like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius didn't preach avoidance of difficulties. They emphasized the cultivation of virtue and self-control in every circumstance. They taught us to distinguish between what is within our control, our actions, reactions, and values, and what is not, such as the actions of others and external events. By focusing our energy on what we can change and accepting what we cannot, we find true serenity. Moreover, Stoicism and existentialist philosophies remind us of the timeless human quest for purpose and meaning. While Stoics focus on personal virtue and mastery, they also value community and interpersonal relationships. Thinkers like Aristotle and Cicero have argued that building genuine connections and participating actively in community life are essential to achieving personal happiness and virtue. Cicero, in particular, wrote extensively on the virtues of friendship and the importance of surrounding oneself with people who share similar values and aspirations. Incorporating these timeless philosophies into modern life doesn't just equip us to handle challenges, it invites us to live with a richer sense of purpose and integrity. By embracing Stoic practices and the wisdom of ancient philosophers, we can forge a life that is not only resilient in the face of adversity but also deeply fulfilling. Let this journey of discovery not just be a personal endeavor, but a shared one. Engage with these ideas, discuss them, and let them guide you toward a life of greater authenticity and freedom. How will you implement the lessons of Stoicism in your life today? How can you simplify your existence to focus more on personal growth and less on material gain? By pondering these questions and applying Stoic principles, you set forth on a path not just to endure, but to truly excel. Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches the mastery of self and acceptance of what life brings, offers a potent remedy to this modern plight. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, provided timeless advice for those struggling to find motivation at daybreak. He wrote, "When you have trouble getting out of bed in the morning, remember that your defining characteristic, what defines a human being, is to work with others. What do I have to complain about if I'm going to do what I was born for, the things I was brought into the world to do? Or is this what I was created for, to huddle under the blankets and stay warm?" This reflection challenges us to reconsider our purpose. Aren't we, like every other creature on the planet, meant to contribute to the world in some meaningful way? Marcus Aurelius argued that if we truly loved ourselves, we would also love our nature and the duties it requires of us. People who are passionate about their work often lose track of time and even neglect their basic needs because they find deep satisfaction in their pursuits. They respect their purpose in calling more than a sculptor values his sculpture, or a dancer her dance. They prioritize their passion over their need to eat or sleep, illustrating a profound dedication to their craft. This perspective urges us to reevaluate our own relationship with our daily tasks and responsibilities. Do we view them as burdens or as integral parts of our purpose in life? How can we cultivate a love for what we do or find meaning in the tasks that fill our days? By aligning our actions with our true nature and embracing the work we are meant to do, we can transform our daily experiences from sources of frustration to opportunities for personal growth and fulfillment. As you reflect on these insights, consider your own morning routine and your feelings towards your daily responsibilities. How might a shift in perspective, from viewing work as a burden to seeing it as a part of your natural purpose, change your approach to each day? Can you find more joy in the process rather than just waiting for the outcomes, like the weekend or the end of the workday? Embracing this Stoic approach may not only alleviate the dread of daily routines, but also inspire a richer, more engaged experience of life. Imagine if Aurelius had shirked his immense responsibilities. He certainly wouldn't have been remembered as a great leader. As an emperor, his decisions impacted the entire Roman Empire, teaching us that, like him, our actions have broader implications. This principle isn't confined to emperors. It's relevant to all of us. We were not created to be passive like plants. Instead, we are dynamic beings, meant to engage actively with the world. Yielding to the lure of fleeting pleasures can cloud our judgment. But there's a profound satisfaction that comes from fulfilling our duties responsibly. The fulfillment of knowing you've acted correctly is incomparable. It's crucial to rise, to work diligently, and not forsake our responsibilities because our time is uncertain and precious, as Aurelius himself noted in his meditations. If you find yourself struggling to get out of bed, dreading Monday, or simply awaiting the weekend, remember these reflections from Marcus Aurelius. How do you combat such reluctance or negative thinking? I look forward to your insights in the comments. To inspire and motivate you, here are 10 historical phrases from famous Stoics that can help you start your day positively. 1. The only way to happiness is to cease worrying about things beyond the power of our will. Epictetus 2. Start the day remembering that inner strength is more valuable than anything external. Marcus Aurelius 3. We are not disturbed by things, but by the view we take of them. Epictetus 4. Another's prosperity is not my misery. Seneca 5. The secret of happiness is freedom. The secret of freedom is courage. Thucydides 6. Don't expect events to happen as you wish. Accept them as they happen so that you can live in peace. Epictetus 7. It is not things themselves that disturb people, but their judgments about those things. Epictetus 8. Life is short, and the only time suitable for pursuing one's happiness is the present. Seneca 9. It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Epictetus 10. Wake up with determination. Go to bed with satisfaction. Marcus Aurelius. These quotes remind us of the Stoic belief that our reactions to circumstances are more crucial than the circumstances themselves. By adopting this mindset, we can approach each day with a renewed sense of purpose and peace, striving to live not just for ourselves, but as conscientious members of a larger community. How will you apply these Stoic principles today to transform your day from ordinary to extraordinary? Lying, unfortunately, has become commonplace in today's society, yet it remains profoundly destructive. As Stoics believe, those who lie are ultimately ensnared by their own untruths. This betrayal of truth not only harms the individual's character but also undermines the very foundations of trust and respect in relationships. Stoicism holds these virtues in high esteem, recognizing them as essential to leading a virtuous life. When we choose to lie, we create a rift between ourselves and these ideals, compromising our integrity and the quality of our interactions with others. Consider the scenario where you encounter sensational news on social media and impulsively share it without verifying its accuracy. Later, finding out the information was false can lead to feelings of deception and embarrassment. Moreover, by spreading unverified information, you contribute to the cycle of misinformation, potentially influencing others' opinions and actions negatively. This situation underscores the Stoic warning against accepting information at face value. It emphasizes the importance of critical thinking, verifying facts, contrasting sources, and forming our own well-considered opinions. Without these skills, we become vulnerable to manipulation and may unknowingly manipulate others. The Stoic teachings encourage us to cultivate our capacity for independent thought and to hold ourselves accountable for our actions. They remind us that each decision we make, each word we speak, shapes not only our destiny, but also the world around us. As Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This perspective is invaluable in today's fast-paced, often disorienting world. It helps us navigate life with a sense of purpose and ensures our interactions are rooted in authenticity and respect. In embracing these principles, how will you adjust your daily habits to foster a more truthful and intentional existence? How can adopting a Stoic approach to information and decision-making enhance your life and the lives of those around you? Reflecting on these questions can help us not only to avoid the pitfalls of modern living, but also to lead richer, more fulfilling lives. By striving to live in accordance with Stoic virtues, we empower ourselves to build a legacy of integrity and trust, ultimately leading to a life of true contentment and resilience. Authenticity and self-expression are essential for meaningful exchanges. Without them, we struggle to convey our true needs and feelings, leading to frustration and resentment. The Stoics believed in the power of active listening, truly hearing what others are saying without planning your response. This approach not only improves understanding, but also makes the conversation more valuable for everyone involved. It's about making the other person feel heard and appreciated, which can transform dialogue from mere exchange to enriching communication. To enhance your communication skills, immerse yourself in quality content that expands your vocabulary and understanding, and practice listening more than you speak. This commitment to improving how you interact will undoubtedly lead to more genuine and effective connections. Another common challenge is the habit of constant comparison with others. Whether it's comparing achievements, lifestyles, or possessions, this habit can severely impact our self-esteem and life satisfaction. It's easy to look at others and feel inadequate by comparison, which can drive us to alter our behavior and stray from our authentic selves in pursuit of approval or status. The Stoics, however, teach us to focus on our own personal growth and appreciate what we have. They remind us that happiness comes not from being superior to others, but from being true to oneself and continually improving in alignment with one's own values. Imagine constantly measuring yourself against your colleagues or friends. This relentless competition can lead to burnout, dissatisfaction, and a detachment from who you truly are. Instead, Stoicism advises us to shift our focus inward. Compete with yourself, aiming for personal betterment each day rather than surpassing others. By adopting this mindset, you align more closely with Stoic principles and foster a sense of contentment that is not reliant on external validation. Both the enhancement of communication skills and the cessation of constant comparison are crucial for living a fulfilled and peaceful life. As you reflect on these principles, consider how they apply to your daily life. Are your conversations adding value to your relationships? Are you focusing on your own growth instead of comparing yourself to others? These questions are not merely rhetorical. They are invitations to deeper self-reflection and personal development. Embrace these Stoic practices and watch as they transform not only your interactions with others, but also your relationship with yourself. When we blame others, we stray from this wisdom, often adopting a victim mentality that can lead to emotional dependency and reduce our resilience. The Stoics advocate for a deep understanding of personal accountability. By recognizing and accepting our capacity to control our responses to life's events, we avoid the pitfall of blaming external circumstances. This shift is crucial for personal growth and fostering inner tranquility. Each time we face adversity, rather than pointing fingers, we are presented with an opportunity to reflect, learn, and mature. This approach encourages us to live virtuously and wisely, enhancing our quality of life and relationships. I encourage you to introspect on how often you might seek external reasons for your challenges. Are there aspects of your life where you could assume more responsibility? Reflecting critically on our behaviors and the principles that guide them is not about erasing our past, but about evolving our moral understanding. As we grow, we decide which values to retain, which to revise, and what new principles we might adopt. In my own ethical journey, I prioritize forgiveness, empathy, and gratitude. By forgiving, we release both ourselves and others from the bondage of past mistakes. Treating others with the kindness and respect we seek reflects our integrity and fosters mutual respect. And by not envying what others possess, but instead appreciating what we have, we cultivate contentment and peace. How do you navigate the balance between taking responsibility and acknowledging factors beyond your control? Can you identify ways to strengthen your autonomy by changing how you respond to life's inevitable challenges? Engaging with these questions not only deepens your understanding of Stoic principles, but also enhances your ability to live a more fulfilled and autonomous life. Let's strive to own our paths, recognizing that true freedom comes from within and is shaped by our choices and actions. This Stoic principle is not just about accountability, but also about empowerment. When we stop looking outward for excuses and start looking inward for solutions, we engage more deeply with our capacity for personal growth and resilience. This shift from blame to ownership of our actions encourages a mindset free from the victim mentality that can lead to emotional dependency. Consider the life of Marcus Aurelius, who, despite being one of the most powerful men of his time, consistently emphasized the need for self-reflection and personal responsibility. He famously said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This perspective is crucial for anyone striving to lead a life of purpose and integrity. I invite you to think about the moments in your life when blaming external factors seemed easier than facing the possibly uncomfortable truths about your own role in certain situations. How might your response to challenges change if you focused on what you can control, such as your efforts, attitudes, and decisions. Reflecting on these aspects, consider how embracing Stoic principles might align with your own values and enhance your ability to lead by example, whether it's in teaching yoga, managing personal projects, or navigating the complexities of everyday life. How might a deeper commitment to these values enrich the lives of those around you, including your own? In embracing the Stoic way, we don't just survive life's storms. We learn how to dance in the rain, appreciating each moment and the growth it brings. This philosophy doesn't require us to dismiss our emotions, but to understand and manage them constructively. By cultivating this mindset, you not only enhance your personal well-being but also set a powerful example for others in how to lead a balanced, thoughtful life. Central to Stoic doctrine is the notion that while external events may be beyond our control, our responses remain within our grasp. Zeno, drawing wisdom from the works of Socrates and other revered sages, forged a path of resilience and equanimity. His teachings echo through the ages, reminding us that in the face of adversity, our greatest power lies not in altering the course of events, but in shaping our perceptions of them. Stoicism, far from being a relic of antiquity, is a timeless beacon of strength and wisdom, offering solace to modern men beset by the trials of contemporary life. Its principles serve as a shield against the onslaught of negative emotions, transforming hardship into opportunity and adversity into growth. Indeed, the essence of Stoicism lies not in the absence of emotion, but in the mastery of it, allowing us to navigate life's turbulent waters with grace and fortitude. In a world fraught with uncertainty and turmoil, embracing Stoicism can be a transformative journey, empowering us to confront life's tribulations with clarity and resilience. Just as Zeno found strength amidst the wreckage of his fortunes, so too can we cultivate inner peace amidst the chaos of modern existence. By reframing our perspectives and recognizing the inherent power of our responses, we unlock the key to enduring serenity in a world fraught with change. As Stoicism teaches us, it is not the events themselves that dictate our fate, but rather the manner in which we choose to perceive and respond to them. In this realization lies our liberation, our ability to transcend the limitations of circumstance and chart a course of steadfast resolve. So let us heed the wisdom of the ancients, embracing the Stoic virtues of courage, wisdom, and resilience as we navigate the tumultuous seas of life. If you've watched until the end, you've embraced the Stoic mindset. Leave a comment with Stoic strength to affirm your commitment to calm resilience. Don't go anywhere. The journey to inner peace is just beginning. It's easy to drown in despair when faced with life's tempests, yet Stoicism offers a lifeline. By embracing acceptance and mastering our responses, we can navigate through adversities with grace and resilience. This philosophy isn't merely about suppressing emotions. Rather, it provides a framework for understanding and integrating our experiences, enabling us to view the world through a lens of wisdom and equanimity. Fast forward to today, the principles of Stoicism remain as relevant as ever. In our fast-paced, often unpredictable lives, embracing Stoic tenets can be transformative. Whether it's the loss of a job, the end of a relationship, or everyday frustrations, the Stoic practice of focusing on what we can control, our thoughts and actions, can lead to profound personal growth and inner peace. This timeless wisdom not only helps us manage negative emotions, but also enriches our perspective, allowing us to appreciate the richness of life despite its inherent challenges. In essence, the Stoic path teaches us that true strength lies not in a lack of emotion, but in our capacity to harness them constructively. As Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, once advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Herein lies the modern-day application of Stoicism, cultivating a mindset that views obstacles as opportunities for growth, enabling us to lead more fulfilling and impactful lives. Let Zeno's story be a beacon for us all. a testament to the transformative power of a shift in perspective. For in every loss, there lies the potential for gain, and in every setback, the seed of future triumph. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, let us channel the Stoic spirit, transforming every sea. Why is it important to know yourself? Because true peace comes from within. When you understand your deepest values and desires, you no longer look outside for approval. This is what the Stoics meant when they emphasized self-sufficiency or autarky. They believed that by cultivating an internal fortress, one could remain undisturbed by the chaos of the external world. Consider this. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by everyone else's opinions and expectations? Stoicism teaches us to cherish periods of solitude as opportunities to strengthen our inner selves. In silence, away from the constant barrage of societal noise, we can truly reflect and grow. This practice not only helps us align more closely with our authentic selves, but also shields us from being swayed by external pressures. Now let me ask you, have you ever experienced a moment of clarity and solitude that gave you a profound sense of independence? It's like finding an inner compass that guides you, irrespective of the storms raging outside. Stoicism isn't about withdrawing from the world, but about fortifying yourself so that you can engage with it more fully, on your terms. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, let's remember the Stoic approach to living. By fostering a robust inner dialogue and cultivating personal solitude, we can achieve a level of independence that not only enriches our lives, but also empowers us to live with intention and integrity. Remember, the goal is not to isolate, but to develop such a strong sense of self that we can interact with the world without losing our balance. In doing so, we honor the Stoic legacy of equality, self-knowledge, and the pursuit of a life well lived, true to our deepest selves. In our modern world, where the pursuit of more gadgets, more clothes, more everything seems unending, Stoicism offers a refreshing counterpoint: the virtue of living with less. This philosophy encourages simplicity and moderation, teaching us to appreciate what is essential and reduce dependence on material possessions for happiness. By embracing solitude, we grant ourselves the space to rediscover the richness that lies within, rather than that which surrounds us. This perspective shifts our focus from external acquisition to internal growth, leading us to find true wealth in our resilience and contentment. How might your life change if you focused more on what you can cultivate within, rather than what you can gather from the outside? Handling our emotions effectively is another cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. Emotions, much like ocean waves, can be calm and soothing or stormy and challenging. The Stoics did not advocate for the suppression of emotions, but rather for understanding and managing them wisely. They viewed emotions as natural human experiences, but warned against becoming their slaves. By seeking solitude, we create a personal space away from external judgments and pressures, allowing us a clearer perspective to explore our feelings. In this quietude, how can we observe our emotions as if they were clouds drifting across the sky, without letting them dictate our reactions? Furthermore, Stoics practiced what might be called dissociative observation, a method where solitude serves as a laboratory for self-examination. This practice involves stepping back and observing our emotions objectively. Imagine being alone, witnessing your feelings as if they were separate from you, moving through you, but not controlling you. This detachment is not about disconnection, but about gaining a healthier perspective that allows for more thoughtful responses rather than impulsive reactions. By integrating these practices into our daily lives, we harness the power of Stoicism to enhance our well-being and wisdom. It teaches us that true independence and strength come from within, and that by mastering ourselves, we can lead more fulfilled and balanced lives. Consider this. What might you discover about yourself if you took the time to really listen to your own thoughts and feelings without the clamor of the world around you? This exploration of Stoic principles does not merely serve as an intellectual exercise, but as a practical guide to living a more intentional and autonomous life. It invites us to reflect on our values, control our responses, and find contentment in simplicity. As we strive to embody these ideals, we not only honor a philosophical tradition but also enrich our own lives and the lives of those around us. As you move forward, think about the ways in which you can apply these timeless lessons to your modern challenges. What steps can you take today to start this journey of self-mastery and personal peace? Have you ever noticed how a shift in perspective can turn fear into a call to courage, or transform anger into a test of self-discipline? Clarity in decision-making is another area where Stoicism provides guidance. In the solitude of contemplation, away from the cacophony of competing opinions, we find the clarity to make decisions that align with our deepest values. The Stoics saw this process as navigating life's crossroads with the stars of reason and virtue as our guides. When was the last time you stepped back from life's noise to listen to your own voice? Solitude is not merely a physical state but a transformative environment where one can cultivate virtue, the ultimate goal of Stoicism. Imagine virtue not just as an abstract ideal, but as a practical guide for daily living, helping us to act with wisdom and integrity, no matter the circumstances. In these quiet moments alone, we reflect on how to live virtuously and make decisions that resonate with our true selves. Lastly, finding inner peace in the tumult of everyday life is perhaps Stoicism's most sought-after promise. Amidst the chaos, solitude serves as a sanctuary where we can foster tranquility and strengthen our resolve. Here we practice self-discipline in small, daily actions, such as resisting distractions and prioritizing what truly matters. This practice builds the resilience needed to maintain serenity through life's storms and challenges. In embracing these Stoic practices, we not only enrich our own lives but also become a wellspring of strength and serenity for those around us. As Marcus Aurelius penned in his Meditations, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." How might your life change if you adopted some of these Stoic practices to guide your journey toward inner peace and virtue? These practices offer us a chance to step back, face our emotions calmly, make decisions with clarity, and cultivate an inner tranquility that echoes the virtues of the Stoics. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to face life's challenges with a serene and balanced spirit? The lessons we learn through time are often those that stick with us the most. I once believed that pushing hard in relationships or forcing conversations would bring me closer to people, but life taught me otherwise. The hard lesson was that not everything is meant to stay in your life forever. What flows naturally is meant to be. What doesn't, isn't. Moving on from people and situations that no longer serve us can be difficult, but it also opens up new avenues for growth and happiness. How many times have you held on to something longer than necessary, only to realize letting go is the key to moving forward? These insights from Stoicism are not just philosophical musings. They are practical approaches to living a more fulfilled life. By embracing the wisdom of the past and applying it to our modern-day challenges, we can navigate life with a clearer purpose and a stronger sense of peace. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." As we reflect on this, what steps can you take today to cultivate a life of virtue and tranquility? Consider the profound value of a clear conscience. There's an undeniable tranquility in knowing you've acted rightly, not seeking to harm others, but to live honorably. Marcus Aurelius reminded us that a man's worth is no greater than the worth of his ambitions. Your conscience, that quiet, persistent voice guiding your decisions, is foundational to your happiness. With each decision you make, ponder the lasting impact it will have on your inner peace. How will this choice reflect on your character and affect your sleep at night? Life often serves as a rigorous teacher, replaying lessons until they are learned. Why endure unnecessary hardship learning lessons the hard way when you can glean wisdom from the missteps of others? Observing and reflecting on the experiences of those around us can save us much heartache. Ask yourself, how often have you learned something vital simply by observing others' errors? Now let's talk about the profound impact of relationships and the necessity of self-love. Don't be afraid to lose someone who doesn't feel lucky to have you, as this realization frees you to embrace your true worth. People may discourage you out of fear that you will achieve what they themselves dare not attempt. When choosing a life partner, remember that this decision will greatly influence your happiness or sorrow. As Rumi said, lovers don't finally meet somewhere. They're in each other all along. Value those who stand by you in challenging times, for that support is the purest form of love. Reflect on these insights and consider their application in your life. Are you living with a clear conscience? Are you learning from the mistakes of others to avoid unnecessary pain? And importantly, are you surrounding yourself with people who truly value and uplift you? Each choice we make, each relationship we foster, and each lesson we absorb contributes to the tapestry of our lives. What steps will you take today to weave a pattern of wisdom, strength, and genuine happiness into your life? In our lives, appreciating blessings and positive experiences is crucial. This focus doesn't mean ignoring the challenges we face. Instead, it means choosing to spotlight the good, fostering a grateful heart. Gratitude shifts our perspective, enhancing our outlook on life, and boosting our overall happiness. The notion that we should never regret maintaining a good heart, even when faced with adversity, underscores the enduring value of kindness. A kind heart is not just beneficial for others. It enriches us too, nurturing our emotional health and ensuring our actions have a positive, lasting impact. In today's fast-paced world, these Stoic ideas are more relevant than ever. How can we apply them? By cultivating gratitude and embracing self-care, we create a life that's not only fulfilling, but also resilient. Think about the areas in your life where you could practice more self-love or gratitude. What steps can you take today to foster a kinder attitude towards yourself and others? By doing so, you not only enhance your own life but also set a ripple of positivity that can impact those around you. The journey of personal growth and self-reflection is ongoing, rich with lessons that resonate through time, teaching us to value ourselves and the world we live in. Fall in love repeatedly, because at the end of the day, remember this, your happiness hinges solely on you. There comes a moment when you might feel utterly lost, more so than at any other time in your life. Recognize this as the pivotal moment of meeting yourself. Reflect deeply before you ever consider betraying a friend. Think 20 times, 50 times, and then think some more. Often, we don't realize the true value of what we have until it's gone, and the worth of a friend is beyond measure. Triumph doesn't belong to those who've never faced hardship. It belongs to those who've endured and persevered. The gift of the present isn't in the wrapping but in the hands that give it. Be the supportive wolf of the pack, yet strong when in solitude. What you cherish in your soul can never be erased from memory. Inner peace starts the day you decide that no one else will dictate your emotions. No matter how many gardens you explore, you'll never find the same flower twice. Avoid making lasting decisions based on fleeting emotions. Embrace life fully, struggle, savor, and survive it. To lose with dignity is to be prepared to try again. Life is indeed beautiful if we choose not to fear it. How often do you find yourself seeking happiness in external factors or other people? Could embracing the fact that true contentment originates from within alter your approach to life's challenges? As you reflect on these thoughts, consider the power you have to cultivate peace, resilience, and fulfillment from inside yourself. By taking responsibility for your emotions and actions, you enhance not just your own life but potentially those around you as well. Remember, the strength to love, to persevere, and to find joy begins with you. How will you nurture these qualities in yourself today? When we truly want something, we can turn dawn into day, a Tuesday into a Saturday, and a mere moment into a golden opportunity. This is the essence of prioritization, which is ultimately determined by our levels of motivation and commitment. When someone claims they don't have time, what they might really be saying is that it's not a priority for them. If you're genuinely interested in something, you'll find a way to fit it into your schedule, no matter how packed it might seem. This principle doesn't just apply to hobbies or professional goals. It extends to relationships as well. Seek out those who make you a priority in their lives. As Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This Stoic perspective encourages us to focus on our responses, to ensure we invest our time and energies into what truly matters to us. In this era of constant busyness, where everyone seems to be chasing the clock, it's crucial to step back and evaluate what we are truly committing our time to. Are we letting life slip by attending to things that don't genuinely matter to us? By consciously choosing where to invest our efforts, we can lead a more purposeful and fulfilling life. Now think about where you're directing your attention and energy. Are there areas in your life or relationships that deserve more focus? Are there commitments that no longer serve your greater purpose or happiness that you might let go? This reflection isn't just about simplifying your life. It's about enriching it, making room for growth, and nurturing the relationships that truly matter. If this message resonates with you, don't hesitate to like and subscribe for more insights. Your engagement and feedback are invaluable. Please leave a comment sharing your experiences or thoughts. How do you prioritize what's important in your life? Let's continue this conversation and help each other grow. Until next time, take a moment to reflect on what truly deserves your time. As we conclude this video, I hope the timeless wisdom of Stoicism has inspired you to embrace a more serene and self-sufficient life. Remember, the Stoic practice of restraint isn't about hiding who you are, but protecting your inner peace from the constant scrutiny of the public eye. This approach empowers you to grow quietly, much like a seed, shielded from the harsh elements until it's strong enough to thrive on its own. So, as you go about your daily life, consider what aspects of your personal journey could benefit from a little more privacy and a lot less external validation. If this message resonates with you, I encourage you to share how you plan to apply these Stoic principles to your own life. Will you choose to share less online, or perhaps you'll invest more time in introspection? Let's discuss in the comments below. Your insights could be the beacon someone else needs to start their own journey towards self-mastery. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video from Stoic in Your Life if you found it enlightening. Remember, each step taken in self-awareness adds to a life well lived. Thank you for watching, and may you find strength and tranquility on your Stoic path.